Matt Gay to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A quick throw by Bridgewater. That's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
Loss of 2.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Patrick Queen. He's at the 30, past the 20, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Back to it after the pick 6. Bridgewater. The throw to the left side caught by Coleman. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. To throw is Bridgewater. Flush to his right. He'll run it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. On play action, it's Bridgewater. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Henry Ruggs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard.
2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a 1st down.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks running with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Another carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson. He'll try and run it. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. 2nd half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Open man is Duvernay. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
4-yard gain on the
That
play.
is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They begin the drive with Coleman. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
The ball carrier.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd and 7, Bridgewater. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete.
On the throw.
Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Bridgewater now. Throw left side complete. That's Coleman. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Bridgewater on 1st down. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
First down, Bridgewater. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Coleman, the ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll get this to Ruggs on the jet sweep. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
The 16-yard line.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Bridgewater. He'll drop this down to Coleman. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And Gay knocks this one through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Yeah, to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the 4th. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him, otherwise you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Jordan Howard, the ball.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And it's third down.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On third down, Jackson. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
It's now fourth down.
So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This for the lead in the final stages. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
2nd and 4 at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut you down.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Now Bridgewater. They're going to Goldman here on the screen. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Goldman. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Wayne Goldman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement.
But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give him the advantage.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
And a Raven first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He's back to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Second and 10. Back to throw. And over the middle, this is Parker. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They come up on a first and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Throwing now is Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right. Just one more element to complete the victory. The rain making this treacherous, but the extra point is good, and with it, it'll give them the lead.
Buccaneers 26. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And this will go out of bounds. How about that for an ending? Wild finish. Came down to the final play. But on that crazy note, this game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
Games of the year.